so before I begin this video, I just want y'all to know that like school is hard. Like it's really hard, it's really stressful. You gonna want to drop out every fucking year, y'all, but like every day you gonna want to drop out, but like in the end it's gonna be worth it. We're gonna be better people, we're gonna have an advantage in this world, and we're gonna be better off than what we started off as. So don't give up. JaylaCeann back with another one. If you're new or old, please keep watching, because today I'm gonna give you 10 things that I wish I knew before I came to college, because like it would have made it just a little bit easier. So let's just get right to it. So like I didn't put these in no order at all. I just made 10 things that nobody told me, and when I came to college I was confused like a motherfucker. So this is to like come to school single. I didn't necessarily have that problem because your girl has always been single, but like I know friends who like when I go to parties, when I meet new people, when I experience new things just because they've been stuck on somebody who's back home. Like give yourself a chance to like just experience new things and develop your character without being attached to somebody. It's just harder, it's just easier when you're single. My second advice is, please y'all, do not ruin your college career by picking an 8 o'clock class. Like you're not gonna go. I didn't go. You ain't gonna go. It's different from being in high school. Like yeah, high school we was up at 7 o'clock every day going to school. In college you're not gonna be up. Playing your classes like around like 10, 11. It's just better to plan your classes later throughout the day, because in the morning it just ain't gonna work, because you're gonna get into, as you get into school, you're gonna develop study habits where you're gonna be staying up to 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. So 8 o'clock just don't seem reasonable. And then another thing, before you pick your classes, make sure you look at rate your professor, because that can save your life. I don't know how many professors that I had that was horrible, and I didn't drop the class because I was like, man, I really need this class like right now. But yeah, it just would have been easier if I would have just not picked, like if I would have did my research before picking any of my classes or any of my teachers. So that's another one, is don't trust your advisor. And I'm just being honest, like advisors think like real straightforward. They don't think about different pathways for you. Let's just say pathway A doesn't work, but like I still want to be a doctor. They won't come up with another pathway. They won't even tell you about another pathway. They'll just be like, well, if you don't get this grade up, you can't be a doctor. And I'm just like, no, baby girl, you're not going to tell me what I can't do. I can do whatever I want to do, as long as, you know, I come up with a plan. But like, they're just not helpful. If it's not straight and narrow, they're not going to help you. So I would just be like, make sure you do your research, come up with multiple plans for your particular pathway, know what you need to have done before you apply for graduation, know what classes you need, know to just find out all the information that you need to know about your particular major for yourself. Don't rely on your advisor to tell you, because sometimes they will try to deter you from your goals in life. And my fourth advice is, don't live with your best friend, because that won't be your best friend no more. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, just don't do it. And my next advice is to exercise, because you will get fat. I gained 30 pounds while I'm in college. I went from, I ain't gonna say those numbers, but like you will get fat. And then exercise is proven to help with your mental health. So like I recommend you to exercise 3 times a week at minimum. It's gonna help with you from getting fat, and then it's gonna help with your mental health overall. And if you don't believe me, look it up, because all I do is speak facts. My sixth advice is to make connections. I wish I would have took this advice, because I'm an introvert. Y'all might not think I don't like talking about how fast I'm talking, but I don't like people. I'm like so quiet and reserved and to myself, and I don't like drama, and I really do stick to, like, I stay by myself. Like, I do have friends, but like I'm real not a people person. But make connections, because that's how you find out different programs, and that's how you come up. Okay, so another reason making connections is so important is because it builds relationships with your teachers and your advisors and your faculty, because you might have to ask them for a recommendation when you try to go to grad school, medical school, law school, or wherever you may be going. But you might need those recommendations. Also, they might know somebody who can help you get an internship, who can, or they can even get you a job. So just making a connection, making yourself known is so important in college. It's to communicate with your family. It is so important. Well, all of these things are important, I believe, but like, you need like a strong support system. So like, reaching out to your family when you need help is important, because they can be your backbone. They can talk you off a cliff, because trust me, you will want to jump. But like, always having that relationship with your family is very important. It also keeps you connected to where you come from. You don't want to lose who you are, and you don't want to disconnect from the people who raised you and helped you come this far in your life. So staying connected, because they'll keep you grounded, they'll keep you on the right path, and then they'll always be there for you when you need help or you just feel down. Like, it's just good to have a solid support system back home, somebody you can always rely on. My next advice is apply the little accomplishments. I just feel like, well, I learned personally for myself, when I came to college, I was very hard on myself. In high school, I was an overachiever. I didn't have to try. I didn't even have to study. I didn't even have to open a book. What is a book? But when I came to college, I got my first C, and then I got my first D, and then I failed my class. I was like, ugh. I was like, I'm a dumbass. Like, I was just so hard on myself. But then I didn't acknowledge the classes that I was passing. I didn't acknowledge all the accomplishments. I didn't acknowledge my growth and my progress as a person overall, or just in my class. So I just feel like it's very important to acknowledge the little things you have and not always look at the negative things, because it can really bring you down. College is, when I tell you, college is hard. It's mentally and physically draining. And like, if you don't look at the little things, you're just gonna be depressed and sad and sleep and watch Grey's Anatomy 10 times in a row like me. So like, we're paying 40, 50 grand to go to school, 30 grand, however much people pay to go to school. We're paying for it. We gotta use every resources. My school has tutoring, they have counseling, they have freaking swimming, whatever resources you need, use them. Email your teacher, use your resources, because we're paying for it. Why not use it? Make sure you use your teacher. I ain't gonna lie, one of my teachers low-key called me slow, but you know what? I still got an A in his class. So who the fuck? Oh, I still might be slow. But like, use your resources, because we're paying for this time. It's our money being used. Use them. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Email's advice is, hold on. My camera gonna die. This is the most important one, because important. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You're not gonna grow and learn from your mistakes and from just life experiences if you don't be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to put yourself into uncomfortable situations so you can learn. No, in this world, if you don't try to get out of your body, get out of your skin, you have to, like, I did a pageant my sophomore year, and when I tell you, I'm really not a people person, but when I tell you, when I got on that stage, people thought Water Girl didn't win because I didn't pay my money. But like, that got me out of my shell, and it made me want to talk more and express myself. I'm not scared or nervous to speak in front of a class anymore, because I got out of my shell. And the only way you can get out of your comfort zone is by doing it. The only way you can progress in this world is by doing the things outside of the box, or doing the things that you feel like you're too scared or too I don't know. I don't even know what people be thinking. Just do it. Like Nike. Just do it. But yeah, so these are the 10 things that I wish I knew before I came to college. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what you heard, if you think your girl is crazy, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.